Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So in this video, I have the Mini GT LB Chevrolet Works Nissan GTR R35, and this is from the LB Racing Formula Drift 2022 season. And as you can see, the design of it is very similar to the Silvia S15 that they have released, but unfortunately I wasn't able to find that. But that obviously looks better than this one. So this is the R35 version, and that was the Silvia S15. And somehow the quality and the design of the Mini GT S15 are very popular right now, so they just come out and goes out of stock almost immediately. So this is the Mini GT number 491, so pretty new model also. And as you can see, here is the back of the box, and we have the original TSM logo along with the official licensed product from Nissan logo as well. So now let's quickly unbox it and see what we get inside. So this is obviously in the scale of 1 to 64 full diecast model. And as you can see, it is a standard Mini GT packaging. So here is the car, as you can see, in its blister packaging. So let's take it out as well and take a closer look at the car. So as you can see, the body is very similar to the other Mini GT castings that we have seen on this channel, and I think they just changed the die on this and put some more decals, or sort of say different decals on it, because the wheels on it are, I think, the same with the other models also. And obviously, as you can see, these are not very good in terms of quality, and I have said that before in my previous videos. The quality of the wheels is not that much great, but still looks pretty good. And as always, it is a plastic rim with rubber tires, and this time we have treads on them. So this is, I think, a normal road version, so that's why they have put treads on them, because most of the time I have unboxed the racing version of cars, so they have only slick tires on them. Anyways, let's start with the front of the car, and as you can see, we have the radiator inside, which is silver, slightly painted in color, which looks pretty nice though. And on top of that, we have the GTR logo, as you can see, and it's clearly visible, but I don't think if we hand this vehicle to someone who is not into cars, he won't be able to figure out that it is written GTR. So maybe a slight improvement could be done here. Now moving to the sides, there we can see we have some aero pods going on, and as you can see, we have this yellow mesh design for the intake, which looks pretty good as well. And on top of that, we have the headlights, which are plastic inserts, always nice to see on these premium model, and it is the same case on both the side. And all over the front, you can see we have the branding of different brands, and they are quite nicely placed onto the car, and the stickering is done quite perfectly as well. So on the hood, we can see we have a few other logos, and along with the huge vent for the engine cooling, I believe. And as you can see, it is also black painted, so very nice to see as well. In the Hot Wheels version, this would have been painted just white, but here it is painted black. So I mean, that's the sort of details you look for when you pay such a price for these sort of cars, because these are, I think, 5 to 6 times more expensive than the Hot Wheels version. Now moving on to the windshield, we can see we have the Formula Drift Japan logo there, which is quite nicely visible, along with the windshield wiper at the bottom of the windshield, as you can see. And if you try to look at the interior of the car, I mean, there is not much detail except for some seats, dashboard, and some stuff on the dashboard as well. So not too much detailed on Mini GT, but if you buy some models like the LCD model or the Iron 64 versions, then you probably might get some detail on the interior as well. Now moving to the side of the car, you can see we have this sort of yellowish lightning bolt going all the way across the car body, which I mean, this is one of the major reasons why I really like this livery on this car. So as you can see, it is littered with sponsor stickers all over the car body, and they are quite nicely printed as well, so you will be able to make out each and every one of them if you were knowing what these brands were on the original car. At the back fender as well, and I think it's a wide body kit at the back as well. So yeah, as you can see. Now moving to the roof, you can see we have a black roof, which I for some reason like on cars. So we have the HKS logo, and also the sphere light, and some other logos as well, which are quite nicely printed onto the roof. So as you can see, it has a very nice metallic finish to it as well. Same story on the other side, you can see it is absolutely spot on. So one thing I like about Mini GT is that the quality control on the cars is pretty good, so you won't be finding any cars with huge mistakes on them, like the wheels are slightly skewed or some print issues going on. And I have actually seen that in Tarmac Works. So if you check my video on the McLaren MCL35 for the Monaco Grand Prix, I believe that was, I mean, a huge quality control issue going on that. So always good to see on Mini GT that they hold up to their quality control standards. Now if you look at underneath of the car, you can see it is a 2009 Nissan GTR R35 used in a license, made in China, obviously, with the Mini GT logo. And we can see we have a slightly drivetrain cast going on, but you won't find this in every Mini GT car, because I think for some car it is just a simple flat base, because they weren't able to get the underneath shot of the car. That's what I think, but I may be wrong. And I have said for the tire, I mean, they are okay, but not up to the mark that I want them to be. So there is definitely room for improvement here. I mean, you cannot even see the disc brakes on them, so adding disc brakes and still keeping the wheels in the free motion, that would be pretty nice to see in the future Mini GT models. And obviously this is a free rolling chassis, so you can just play it as a toy if you want, but that would be a quite expensive toy. Now the side mirrors here are made out of rubber, and that is the case with every other Mini GT except for the McLaren Senna that I have reviewed, and obviously they don't have any reflective surface on them, so this is another section in where the Mini GT could improve. Now moving to the back, you can see we have this giant spoiler or the rear wing, whatever you like to call it, and as you can see at the very ends of it we have the logo of I don't know what that company is, so I will just leave it there. And if you look at underneath of the wing, we can see we have the another LBWK logo, which is quite nicely printed on it. So what I'm guessing is that first they printed the LBWK logo and then stick the front wing onto the car, and it is actually quite a sturdy wing, so I mean there is not a huge chance of accidentally breaking it, but I wouldn't bet on it because these diecast model, I mean once you buy them you won't be able to find them anywhere else, so just be careful with them. But obviously this is a pretty sturdy wing, so you don't have to be too much careful, you can just leave it there. Now moving to the back side, I actually noticed something, which is the paint bleeding issue, which as you can see right at the edge there you can see is going on. So I think it is sort of like a airbrush thing, so you can see the yellow paint is slightly overspilling to the white area, which is I mean not good to see, but it is very strange to see from Mini GT that they have somehow slipped that, and I did not expect that from Mini GT, but still it is a quite rare model, and I am just thankful enough that I was able to get it. And no Nissan GTR logo here except for the signature lights obviously, as you can see, and underneath that we have the exhaust pipe which are not silver painted, which is another downside of Mini GT. And along there we can see we have a short diffuser as well. If you look at it from the side there, then you can see, yeah, it is now visible. So only 4 fins in total, so not a huge diffuser going on, but still a very nice aggressive look to the car it gives. So all in all, a pretty good model. That is guys the 2022 Formula Drift Nissan Super Silhouette GTR R35. I know it's a mouthful, so thanks for watching the video guys. If you have any doubts regarding this video, you can comment down below. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. So until then, I will see you all in the next one.